For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
How we going, fellas? Good weekends all around, was it?
What a weekend it was. What did you guys get up to?
Oh, a bit of this, bit of that.
Oh, yeah, say no more.
Same as Jace, actually, fuck all.
A little bit,
It's my first weekend in ages with not much planned.
Oh, good on you,
We
mate.
just had people round on Saturday night and we went out for dinner on Friday night.
That's the way you do it, man.
That's really nice, Keyzie.
Yeah.
That's a lovely weekend.
How was their restaurant on Friday?
Yeah, it was good.
It's a meat-orientated one, I recall.
It is good. It's all gamey. So it's like duck, venison, and other gamey things.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, it was fine. Pretty expensive, right? Which is fine.
You love that. That's your favourite thing. That's the first thing you worry about.
I stump up the cash, that's right. And so you're sitting there and it was like so expensive and then small portions came out, but so many of them that you left really full.
Right.
I did find it was a bit wanky though.
Sure.
I can't help it.
What it was...
Like them explaining everything.
Yes.
I don't know how they
wanky.
remember that.
How it started was, and I think it still works in this way, is when you have a kill, Mogi.
I don't think that is how it works.
When it first started off, that's what it was, where people would bring in their kills from hunting and they would cook it up for you.
Well, obviously, I didn't
where
do
does
that.
what come from?
The
restaurant
that he went to.
Yeah.
So people, you go and kill a duck or a deer or blah blah blah.
Just
or
one.
One duck.
or a wild pig, and they would chop it all up and cook it for you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but like the thing that really broke the immersion for me was I was like, hey, I just want to have a red wine. There's a few there from Europe, and I'm going to Europe later this year. I was like, can I just have like a European red wine? Which one do you recommend? She's like, do you like dark or light? And I was like, honestly, I don't fucking know.
But a fair question to
100%.
everybody. Yeah.
So I said, I
don't know. What do you
I'll
reckon?
start with a light one.
Yeah, nice.
And then she's like, cool, so we got this, or this. And then she like talked through all these things. And I was like, okay, I'll have that. And then 5 minutes later, this table next door got the same exact word for word thing from another waiter.
Right.
And I was like, it is scripted.
Yeah.
yes.
And so I thought I was having this real personal
Yeah.
wine chat.
Sure.
I'm with you in when you go to a restaurant and it's a bit highfalutin and they over-explain all the food. And it's
Yes.
like, I actually don't need to know, the history of the grain.
Like one of them was that's right, it was like a piece of venison from the hind leg off the North American elk.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking better not be the front leg. I'll be able to tell.
When they start banging on, today's specials are the snapper from blah blah with the whatever carrot. As soon as they start running through that shit, I completely tune out.
Yes.
And I don't
Isn't that funny?
I don't hear a single word they say. I'm just because I also don't know whether to look at them or not and be nodding. So I just normally just stare at my menu and I just honestly, when they're done, I couldn't tell you a fucking word they said.
It is.
I don't give a shit.
I think it's okay with the fish of the day, right? Because fish of the day always changes. What's the fish of the day? Oh, today it's hokey with this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it's that.
It's all the extra shit.
But it's a real spiel, and it's amazing because they have to learn it every single day. It
Yeah.
must be a fucking pain in the ass.
But I
used
know
to
what you
suck.
mean in terms of like when you're sitting there and someone's explaining the specials or whatever. I can't look at them either. And
No.
I don't know what that is.
I think
look
I'm
at them.
embarrassed for them.
I guess so. I guess that's what. It's
Really?
just awkward.
Yeah,
Well,
I just thought they're telling-
I will look at them.
yeah, I look at them and nod.
it's a passing glance.
Yes.
I'm mostly looking down at the menu, which hasn't got what they're talking about written down on it. So I don't know why I'm looking at it.
Also,
Yes.
half the
Just saying,
time,
look at because it's also quite a long time. It's 2 to 3 minutes of that shit.
I'm looking at them with a grin like this and nodding. Like,
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
even though I know I'm not ordering any of that shit, I want the Hawaiian pizza.
well, I do that too, and that's part of it. Oh yeah, not away, and I'm like, I can't hear.
I'll have the Johnny Cash stash, thanks.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, it's like
Mac combo.
when you're on the plane and they do the safety brief.
Well, that's
You
important,
know, you
though.
just go.
That's not a
I
special
know,
of the day.
but
No,
it washes over you.
Yeah, it does. And I don't want to stare at them because how ridiculous would you feel doing it?
Well, no one can see you, Jace. This is a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
But he's doing the exits are here, and here.
Yes.
That's why, the very front seat of an airplane, you never want to sit on the left side because that's where you have to face the flight attendants.
Never.
And they have to
Never.
talk you through it because they don't have a TV screen. So they'll be like, oh, by the way, I'm going to explain
It's
to you.
not even. I would never sit there either. That front row when you first come through the door.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's because also on takeoff and landing, they're sitting right in front of you, staring at you. And so now I'm in a position where I either have to completely ignore them, which is rude, or I have to engage in the smallest of small talk.
Yes.
And I can't be fucked with that either. And I just feel so weird. I would never sit there. I don't know why people choose them. They're the worst seats in the entire plane.
And the best seats in the plane are the ones on the right, the front
Yes.
right, where there's...
It's close enough, but you don't talk to anyone.
And you've got leg room and there's no one staring at you.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk to you. They're just doing their jobs.
No, I know. They do it very well, but
I love that left side just for a bit of chitty. I love it.
No, you don't, because you have to have the air points thing to be sitting up there.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
true,
I've got
yeah.
air points.
And you don't do that.
I've got bucket loads of air points.
Well, then fucking swipe us into the Kuru Lounge then, for
Yeah.
once.
Actually, no, I don't. No.
No, you've got China Eastern
You
airports.
got your China Easterns.
China Eastern,
You get free ciggies.
He's got air yen.
I told you about my daughter getting that bug on the way back from our travels on the plane, Vietjet, spewing and pooing all over the shop.
Wow.
And they wouldn't give her any water.
That's bullshit, man.
And so she had to literally pay for it. She was like, I'll pay. I just need water. And they were like, sort of reluctantly giving her water.
Oh, really?
I mean, what's that about? Surely you can spare a bottle of water.
Well, what that is Dad paid for the cheapest flight home.
Yeah, that's what
that is.
No, the deal was they paid for their flights.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We paid for everything else.
Yeah, no, mate, that's a pretty good deal. Actually.
Bloody cheap, actually. It
You
was
like that?
Bloody $400 or $500.
What, flights?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not allowed water.
Yeah, well, but if it's only a 7-hour
Yeah.
flight.
Oh, if you're not sick, it's fine. You take
Yes.
your own water bottle, blah, blah, blah. But
Exactly.
if you're shitting yourself, it's not great.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
great.
want more than a bottle of water if I was dumping in my pants.
I mean, she wasn't dumping in her
Dumping
pants.
No, that's what you said.
You said dumping a load in her pants.
Yeah, dumping a massive load in her pants. Well, she might have. I don't know.
We don't know.
but
That's the thing.
She said it was going at both ends. That's all I know.
Oh, good eating.
Yeah.
You know those...
Well, it was bad eating that I think caused it.
Right.
The budget airlines, right, over in Europe, Mogi, and you'll find this. So let's say you're flying from one city to another city and it'll be like $80 each, New Zealand. You'll be like, yes. It's like, do you want to add bags? Like one small 15 kg bag, €100 each. More than the flight itself.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
to have
That's
you.
how they get you.
That's how they
It
get
totally
$80
is.
flights.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, because you go, oh, that's fuck
Yeah.
all for a flight, and
And
then
if
they
you
go
can-
baggage,
and you can't-
$4 million donger.
You can't take carry-on either because it has to fit under the seat in front of you. And if you want carry-on that has to go on the thing above, you have to pay like €30 for that.
Right.
So you can you can go to Poland for $20 with a backpack on, but as soon as you want to take your bag with you, man, that's when they get you.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to Poland.
A-holes. I'm not going to Poland, man. Bugger that.
I'd love to go to Poland.
Yeah, I'd quite like to go to Poland.
No.
But I think you guys have discouraged me from Europe. She sounds
Why?
very expensive.
That's
Take
the
it.
reason not to do stuff, because it's
Totally,
expensive.
man. I'm not
Fuck's
wasting
sake.
cash on that.
$50 for a packet of smokes, though.
Yeah, that's good.
That's all good.
yeah.
I was looking at like a cooking course, right, while we're in Italy. Guess how much that is per person? For like just making some simple pasta.
€80.
250 New Zealand dollars each.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that in a million years.
We've done it several times on holiday, and it
Right.
always ends up being the best thing we do.
Right.
It's seriously so
So
good.
weird.
Especially making the pasta with the nonnas, and they're handing out
Yeah.
wine, and it's
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
The nonnas.
And you make about 4 different pastas and shit, and then you sit around with the nonnas and just tuck in. But yeah, it's expensive.
That's pricey, isn't it?
But Jace, you got heaps of money, man.
Have I?
No, stay home, man.
Yeah,
You're
just
all
stay
good.
at home. It's expensive.
No, we're thinking of our next trip
No,
already.
you're
we're
all
already ready. We're raring to go.
Is South
We've
Korea?
realised that we've had a real dip since we've come back, in terms of motivation for a lot of things. So we've gone, okay.
Is it
Like
still
what?
South Korea?
Next
Where are you
adventure.
lacking motivation?
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, sure. But your testosterone's up.
It's raging.
Still South Korea?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know that they have got...
Oh, no, we're going to go Aussie just because it's
Oh, wow,
easy.
that's way outside
I know,
the square.
I know. Just
Wow,
because,
man,
the girls
cool.
are there. And we'll definitely do that very soon.
That'll get your...
Eyes to the hoodie.
that'll get rid of that dip.
Actually,
going
what I'm
Aussie.
thinking of doing is getting my girls over there.
What, where?
My wife and my daughter, and going, there you go, girls weekend with the girls.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it's really close. I don't know if you guys know this, but Australia is actually really close to New Zealand. It's
Isn't
only
it-
like a 2 or 3 hour flight.
Isn't it just off the
Not
coast?
bad, is it?
Bloody good. Cheap as chaps too.
You know what you could do is send them over there, then you could play golf.
Absolutely.
No, he's busy.
Yeah, I'm busy that weekend. Hey, listen to the Hauraki Big Show 4 till 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki in the afternoons.
Great stuff.